Yes, we are live now. Shall we start the class, please? Well, okay. Last class, this question we have done. I think I'm audible to everyone. Come on, let's start the session, please. Last class, we have solved this question. This question was, so we were unable to solve this question actually. Previous to this question, we just go live and just share the link to everyone. Do you share the link? Okay, once you share the link, you give the link to me also. 12th, people from the group also I need to share. Yeah. Done. So we shared. Now look at it. Last class I told you one triangle method is there. In that method, how we huh? Yes. I shared in all the groups. Let's see. Let's start the session. Now look here. You start solving one by one. Now look here. In this question, what we need to do is in this question, look here, Vishwa. You are focusing on secant tan inverse. When these type questions are given, y by b is given to you. That time you take tan inverse y by 3 equal to theta first. Okay, because one rule I have taught you, that rule was the triangle rule. In the triangle rule, I have explained one thing, that if tan inverse part will be taken, you just check this one out. Tan inverse y by 3 is there. Okay, so that is perpendicular by base. So that section will become perpendicular by base. So when perpendicular by base section we are going to check. So here it will become y will become perpendicular and this one will become base. So now hypotenuse we are basing. So hypotenuse part will become y square plus 3 square. That is, it will become y square plus 9. Okay. Now we know that like this inverse section we can write anything. You just remember here one thing. Given an inverse part will be there. In inverse section, when we are writing, one thing I taught you. I taught you this thing, that sine inverse. Whenever sine inverse will be there, cos inverse will be there, everything will be exactly equal to theta. So we have done this part, that sine theta is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. So sine inverse p by h is equal to theta. If we will shift this sine this side, then sine inverse p by h will become equal to theta. That we will remember. Okay. So here sine inverse will shift this side. It will become sine inverse. So p by h, sorry, sine theta it will become. So here, same thing we can make here, sine inverse P by H equal to cos inverse B by H equal to tan inverse P by B equal to cot inverse B by P equal to P, and here secant inverse H by B equal to cosecant inverse H by P equal to theta. So that is all the inverse section must will become equal to theta. So when we are writing this section, like sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, all this part is exactly writing, that part it will exactly equal to. So can you see one thing? Sine inverse P by H, cos inverse B by H, tan inverse P by B, and here it is everything equal to theta. So when everything is equal to theta here, so we came to know that the sine inverse P by H, we are needing secant. So secant inverse H by P equal to tan inverse P by P, because all things are exactly equal to each other. So when all things will be equal to each other, so we can solve this question with that triangle rule. So one time I have just explained the triangle rule to you. So what was that rule is, just listen one more time. The rule is, when you are taking a triangle, come on, go for it. Just understand this part. When you are taking a triangle and here theta angle with it, then you have a habit of writing sine theta is equal to P by H. That is perpendicular by hypotenuse. That is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So when you are writing, theta will be equal to sine inverse perpendicular by hypotenuse. So all the inverse trigonometric function will be equal to theta. So here that's what I told you, that sine inverse P by H equal to cos inverse B by H equal to tan inverse P by B equal to cot inverse B by B equal to secant inverse what? H by B equal to cosecant inverse H by B, and that is equal to theta. So here what we need to do is we need to exactly make it secant inverse and tan inverse. So tan and secant, because they both are equal to each other. So can we do this? Can we take the risk for this? We need only one thing. What is given and what we have to find, that we need to find a symmetry in that. Now look here. Did you understood here, sir? What did I say? You understood or not? What did I say? Like, now say. Huh? Hi everyone. Come on, just put name. Who is present here right now? What did I say? Come on, say. Come on, say soon. In inverse of the trigonometric functions will be equal to theta. So here, that's the rule. That's the rule here. That rule only we are going to follow. So here, what is our question? What is our question? Our question is this one: secant and tan inverse y by 3 this part, and we need to find the value. That's a simple logic, simple part. We need to find the value. So what we will do, we will take tan inverse y by 3 equal to theta. Then it will become tan theta equal to y by 3. Quickly make a triangle, right angle triangle. Put theta here, put 90 here, and here A, B, C. Tan theta is perpendicular y by 3. What is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse AC. AC is y square plus 3 square. So AC will become y square plus 9. So now we know one thing. According to the formula, we know one very important point. According to the formula, that secant inverse hypotenuse by base equal to tan inverse perpendicular by base. This is what we know. So we will just make them equal. So secant inverse, what is base? Base is 3. What is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is root under y squared plus 9 by base is 3. And tan inverse, it is y by 3. So instead of tan inverse y by 3, I can write directly secant inverse part. This you must remember. So secant inverse, secant into secant inverse root under y square plus 9 by 3. So secant and secant inverse cancel. It is y square plus 9 by 3. It is coming as y square plus 9 by 3. You have three options. Come on, sorry. So you have three options. These two options are similar, but only one thing is there. This denominator is 3 and this denominator is 9. So one is not the answer, your answer is 2. One is not the answer, your answer is 2. Did you understand this one, how to solve the question? Go for triangle, take the 6 trigonometric ratios and try to solve. That's it, nothing else. Huh? First? First? Yes, we have to equal. We have to equal. See, all inverse trigonometric functions are equal. So all inverse trigonometric functions are equal. So we will make it equal and then we will solve. Okay. So this is what we need to do. Shall we go for the next question, please? Now this is our next question. The principal branch of tan inverse x. This is one of the most easiest question. Come on, solve this question. The principal branch of tan inverse x. So tan inverse x principal branch. If somebody will be asking you, then what you are going to say in the answer? Just come on, check this one out. What is the answer here? Open interval, because the principal domain is coming in open interval. Shivatsan, answer is C. Absolutely correct. The answer is absolutely C. The answer is C, that is open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Correct answer is open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That's correct only. So open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That's the answer. Now shall we go for this one, the domain. So these questions, if it is coming in your examination, don't be so much confused. The answers are very clear cut and direct answers. The answers are very clear cut and direct answers. Don't get confused about it. The answers are clear cut and direct. Don't get confused about it. Just go for it. Remember for your examination, this part is if somebody, see, if somebody will be asking you this question, get ready for this question. Like sine theta lies between. See, when somebody will ask you what is the domain and what is the range, theta, then its value lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 and its range is closed interval minus 1 to 1. This is one thing. In exam, if it is coming, you write very clearly that minus infinity, minus 90 to plus 90 domain part and the range content is coming. Yes, I beta, this is exactly minus 90 to plus 90 minus 1 to 1, it is exactly given. So now for inverse now, when you are writing for inverse, it will become minus 1 to 1 and it will go from minus 90 to 90. So here always remember, if somebody will ask what is the domain, what is the domain, SBS gaming height. What is the domain? What is the domain is exactly coming as with SBS. Okay, so sin inverse, it is root under minus 1 to 1. So answer is coming as root under minus 1 to 1. Root under minus 1 to 1. Okay, so here this part will be coming as root under minus 1 to 1 at closed interval. So directly we can write the answer. So I have also written the answer directly. Come on, go for the next question, please. Huh? The domain of the function y is equal to sin inverse minus x square. One simple thing I am going to explain in that section. Okay. As minus 1 to 1. Okay. Now here, the same. So here it will be coming minus 1 minus x square and this. So we know one thing, whenever variable is minus, variable is having minus, the change of sign will be going. Okay. So change of sign will be totally, the less than type will become greater than type and the greater than type will become less than type. So here this part, when it will change, it will become 1 x square and this part will become equal to minus 1. So come on, go for this. So x square minus 1 to 1 is there. So now is it same now? I don't think it is anything different because the moment minus x square I have altered. You just see the moment minus I have taken and just distributed to make the variable plus. One very important thing happened. Just focus here. Whenever see one thing, one rule you must remember. This rule I am writing here so that you can understand this one. If minus x is greater than 3, then it is not x is greater than 3. That's not correct. The correct statement in that case will be minus x will shift this side and 3 will shift this side. That means minus x, now it will become x. So x is, now first x was greater, now x is greater. Now this is shifting this side, this is shifting this side. Now x will become lesser. Understood? That's the major part. That's the major rule. Whenever variable is negative, the variable will be shifting. The variable will be shifting. That's the most important thing. Understood, Vishwa? So here, now let's tell me this answer. 4 minus x root under 5 is there. Greater equals. What is the answer and how to solve this one? One time if I will be solving it, it will become clear for you that how I have done this one. First, I will shift this one left side. So minus x, it is 5 minus 4. So minus x is greater than 1. But now variable is having minus, so it is minus x now. So what we will do, minus x we will shift this side, so subtly minus x. So now x, here it was minus x was greater than 1. Now here x will become less than minus 1. That's the exactly shift is needed there. I hope you might have understood this part. That's the shift is needed and that part is there. So now here x square is greater than minus 1 and less than 1. So it is greater than -1 and less than 1. So I hope the answer will again become -1 to 1. The answer is again coming as -1 to 1. I hope you have understood this part. So that's what the content is. So if sine inverse x is there, minus sine inverse x square will be there, x square will be there. So shift will not be there, and directly we can say the answer. And directly answer is coming as closed interval -1 to 1. Yes, one thing you must remember. One thing you must remember, if this question is given like this, then you can solve like that. But the moment this part is coming in denominator, the entire section will change. Right now, this is in numerator. Okay, that means the question is written like this. The question is written y is equal to sine inverse minus x square. But if the question will be written like this, that is there, you can't be able to take zero value. The moment zero value you will be putting, it will come total infinity section. Understood? Entire story will change there. So all the zero multiple you have to remove from the domain. Understood? So wherever zero is coming, the general part you have to remove. And if you are taking principal domain as closed interval -92 plus 90, now that from that principal domain, like always we are taking now, principal domain is -92 plus 90. From that principal domain -92 plus 90, you need to remove 0. You need to remove 0. Otherwise, if you will not remove 0, this part will become infinity, which is again going to violate the rule of function. I hope you might have understood this one. Come on, say quickly. What's an understood? Did you understood what I have explained right now? Understood? So this you please take care nicely. Okay, Shiva, this is a very important part, but as only I discussed this one. Now look here, we will explain, I'm just going to explain, this is find the principal value of sine inverse sine 6 pi by 7. This is a very important question, come on, go for this. For 2 months question, we must solve the questions, please. First, one rule is there. Whenever such type questions are coming, there is a rule. And the most important rule for this is, first we need to do one small work. That is, we have to convert it into principal domain. First, where we have to convert it into principal domain. Okay, so when we are converting it into principal domain, 6 pi by 3 is out of -90 to 90 limit. Understood? First, you must remember this one. See, you must understand this one. That, see, today after every 50 minutes, I will change and I will keep topics. Understood? So right now, inverse trigonometry I am explaining. After 50 minutes, I'll take 10th class. I have to explain 10th class biology. After that, again, I will take your class again. Because interval shift, 40 minutes gap I will give you. And in that gap, I keep on explaining things. Is it okay for you, class 12? So that all the questions I can cover. Is it okay? You rest for 50 minutes, just take this one out. Again, I will explain some questions. Now look here, the principal, you now understand one thing. The principal domain is for sine, the principal domain is not the same. Whatever. Oh, this one. I thought he asked me something. Monkey. Anything happened? Online children, anything happened? Now look here. First is, we will write, I'm just writing this part. Now look at it. Sin theta will be lying between what? -92 plus 90. Theta lies between what? -92 plus 90 closed interval. Theta lies between -92 plus 90 closed interval. First you read, after you do anything. Right now reading is more important. So -92 plus 90. So here domain 6 pi by 7 does not belongs to -90 to plus 90 limit. Understood? So first we have to do one work. We have to convert them into that limit. Okay. Then we will be able to solve the next part of the question. So what we will do? Sine inverse. This question is sine 6 pi by 7 is there. So first work is we will take pi is nothing but 6 pi by 7. Pi minus pi by 7 is nothing but 6 pi by 7. Okay. Pi minus pi by 7 is 6 pi by 7. So instead of writing sine 6 pi by 7, I wrote sine pi minus pi by 7. And pi minus pi 7 is which quadrant, Vishwa? Third quadrant. Tomorrow exam is there, no? Example. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Which quadrant it is now? Yeah? Now it is correct. Second quadrant. Is which quadrant? Second quadrant. In second quadrant, sign is positive or negative? In second quadrant, sign is positive. Okay. So what we are sine inverse? Sine inverse sine pi minus pi by 7. Fully distracted. So here this is second quadrant. Second quadrant sign is positive. So it will become sine inverse sine pi by 7. So sine inverse and sine will get cancelled. Answer is coming pi by 7 and 100% pi by 7 belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. This is the part. Sine inverse is exactly coming between which one? Yes, it is coming between that interval only. Then, you saw this question. I also saw this question. In my dream also this question is coming. Huh? Addition. But after that you forgot, na? NCRT, this question is there. First, we have to convert them into domain section, domain interval. Sine is exactly minus 90 to plus 90 close interval. Tan is open interval minus 90 to plus 90. Understood? Cos is 0 to pi closed interval. Cotangent is the same. So you must remember that part. Come on, solve this question. This question came in CBSE 2018. This question came in CBSE 2018. Solve this question. This question came in CBSE 2018. Solve this question. Solve this question. What means message? Someone message something in Tamil. What is that? Bad. Okay. Is it done? Shall we go carry on with our work? What is that? Shall we go for our work, please? Now look at tan inverse 1 by tan inverse root 3 is there, minus cot inverse minus root 3 is there. So first what we will do, we will change it. Come on, solve this question out, please. cot inverse minus theta. We have a formula, cot inverse minus theta. For cot inverse minus theta formula, come on say cot theta formula. No. Shall we stop studying because of some people who are not interested to study? No. We'll continue. Just let it be. It's their habit. So let them do what they wish. Now look here. First work is, what we will do is tan inverse. So first understand cot inverse minus x is pi minus cot inverse x. This is the cot inverse x is cot inverse, correct only, but cot inverse minus x is pi minus cot inverse x. Understood? Pi minus cot inverse x. So like this one also, if somebody will give you cos inverse minus x, it will become pi minus cos inverse x. Pi minus cos inverse x. So when we are writing like this, first thing this part is there. So first we have to take out minus from there. Okay. So once we are taking out minus from there, second part we are going to do. So one by one we will solve this section. So first part what we are going to do, we will be writing this tan inverse root 3 minus will come out, means what we will write, pi minus cot inverse root 3. Understood? Pi minus cot inverse root 3. Understood? Pi minus cot inverse root 3. So here pi minus, because we know one formula, that is cot inverse minus x is pi minus cot inverse x. Done. Now we will just take this one out, go to the bracket part. It will become tan inverse root 3 minus pi plus cot inverse root 3. Okay, now we have one more formula. If you remember tan and cot formula, just check this one out. Just tell this formula, tan cot inverse theta will be tan inverse 1 by. Tan inverse 1 by. Just see this one now. We can do this part now. We can write like cot inverse root 3 is equal to, keep it as theta. So what it will become, madam? It will become cot theta equal to root 3. Now you shift this one and convert it into tan. It will become 1 by tan theta equal to root 3. So once we have written like that, it will become theta equal to tan inverse 1 by root 3. So theta equal to cot inverse root 3, theta equal to tan inverse 1 by root 3. So both part are now coming same, now equal to theta part only. So cot inverse root 3 equal to theta and theta equal to tan inverse 1 by root 3. The both are exactly coming same now. So what we are going to do? Are we going to stop this? No. We will write tan inverse root 3 minus pi plus, instead of cot, what we will write? Tan inverse 1 by root 3. Now it is coming into our formula, tan inverse root 3 and tan inverse 1 by root 3. We have one formula, and that formula is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. This is that formula. This is that formula, and that formula only we are going to remember. Understood? So that part is x plus y by 1 minus xy. So that formula section. So till now what we did, can we remind it one more time? First in the question, cot inverse minus root 3 was there. We removed minus root 3 by writing the formula. Why? Because cot inverse minus x is pi minus cot inverse x. After writing that section, now in exam, if this question is coming, you very carefully, step by step, you write. Tan inverse root 3 minus pi plus cot inverse root 3. So here tan inverse, I told you how to convert. Cot inverse root 3 will become what theta? Cot inverse root 3 is equal to theta. So cot theta is equal to root 3. So 1 by tan theta equal to root 3. So tan theta equal to 1 by root 3 and theta equal to tan inverse 1 by root 3. So till this section terms we are getting, we are exactly now in the course to solve this part. Now I am just solving this section, tan inverse this part. So what is our question part? Now we are going to use the formula and solve. So tan inverse root 3 plus tan inverse 1 by root 3 minus 5. Now tan of, so what do I? Tan inverse root 3 plus 1 by root 3 by 1 minus root 3 into root 3. And here minus 5 there. Did you notice something? Here it is whatever is numerator part, root 3 plus 1 by root 3, denominator is 1 minus 1. Okay, so it will come as 0. You remember this section very carefully, children. This part is tan inverse root 3 plus 1 by root 3 by 0 and that minus 5. So once you are solving this formula, what it will become? It will become tan inverse infinity, because whatever contained by 0 is there, it will become infinity. The moment it will become infinity, tan inverse infinity is pi by 2. Already minus pi is there. Already minus pi is there. Tan inverse infinity minus pi. So it will come as pi minus 2 pi by 2. It will come as minus pi by 2. The answer will be coming as what, beta? Final answer will be coming as minus pi by 2. Very carefully. Yes, minus pi by 6, beta. Gangwal Sahib, minus 7 pi by 6. One time you need to check. Because it is not going to come like that. First we have to convert beta. Whenever negative part will be there, minus section will be there. We need to take out minus from cot inverse. After taking out minus, we need to first, we know that tan inverse theta plus cot inverse theta equal to pi by 2. That one formula is there. With that formula also you will be able to find out the value. Okay. After that beta you need to just substitute that part. Okay. Because tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula is tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. That's the most important thing, and whenever you will be solving questions now, step by step approach is the most important approach. And you need to keep on going one step after the other, and then only you will be getting success in getting an overall answer. Okay, because in CBSE if mistake will come, it will be very problem and you will not be able to take out. I hope this question is okay for you, Beta. Shall we go for the next question, please? Shall we go for the next question? One by one, whenever such questions are seen, already this question came in CBSE 2018. So whenever you are seeing any old question, trust me, the old question, these many years I am teaching, the old questions are seriously one of the most important part. Got it? Shall we go for the next one? So, cos inverse 1 by 2. Come on, solve this question and find the value, please. You can do it, beta. See, these questions are not tough. These questions totally need your concentration into inverse section. You know that inverse logic. Once you use that part, you will be able to solve question. Trust me. Simple content, simple. Yet students do mistake when they are exactly encountering board examination. These many years my student has given 99, 98 in maths. I really wish this year also my students will get, but only one thing, just avoid mistakes. That's it. Avoid mistakes. Come on, go for it. Make cos inverse 1 by 2 equal to theta you make. You will be able to get the total momentum in the question. Cos inverse 1 by 2 equal to theta. So cos theta equal to 1 by 2. So cos theta equal to cos, what we are going to write? Pi by 3. So here value will be coming as pi by 3. Here the answer is coming as pi by 3. Pi by 3 beta, pi by 3 is 60 degree. See, cos, remember one time I am explaining you Sahib, cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2, cos 45 degree is 1 by root 2, cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. And beta for cos 60 degree, you must write pi by, remember, pi by 3. Pi by 3 is 60 degree now. Pi by 3 is 60 degree. Okay. Now we'll go for the next question, please. Now solve this question, please. Whatever questions I am giving, these questions already came in board examination. So very carefully solve the questions. Yes, I am just adjusting here. After so long, I came to YouTube channel and definitely slowly I'm adjusting everything. What should I do? Just trying, because some of my students they are having examinations, so I'm giving revision. So whatever is there, I'm trying my level best. जो है सो है, what to do. Knowledge has to be done. Other than that, video is trying my level best to adjust. Slowly only it can be done here. Can you say your name? Prakash. Pi by 2. That's cool. Now this time you have had a grip in the answer. Absolutely. The answer is absolutely correct. Because see here, two things are there. Yes, now you are correct. Now you are correct. Absolutely. Very good. So now look at it. When you will be solving the question, please kindly pay attention. So when you are writing sine inverse 1 by 2 plus cos inverse minus 1 by 2. Again cos inverse is with minus. Okay. Cos. Oh Prakash. Hi Prakash. Now look at it. Cos inverse is there, beta. Cos inverse minus x will become pi minus cos inverse x. Understood? So here pi minus cos inverse x. So this is the formula we are going to use in this section. Okay? So sine inverse minus 1 by 2 is there, plus cos inverse minus 1 by 2 is there. Okay? Now first is what we are going to do, I have explained. The roadmap is ready. Now look here. Now we will start. We will write here sine inverse 1 by 2 plus pi minus cos inverse 1 by 2. Why so? Because we are going to write, we know that cos inverse minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. Based on that formula only, we have written there. Okay. Now here, sine inverse 1 by 2 is there. So sine inverse 1 by 2 will become, minus 1 by 2. And you know that sine inverse minus theta is minus sine theta. So it will become minus sine 1 by 2. In CBSE, now there is one content. That is whatever steps you are taking, please indicate in one side. So that it's a roadmap. We call it a roadmap. Means whatever twists and turns in the question are there, and whatever conditions you are taking, you must be indicating the condition, and that will lead to full marks. Okay. So now here pi cos inverse. So now cos inverse pi by 1 by 2 will become pi by 3. Already we have done a cos 60 degree beta. Whenever we will be writing cos 60 degree formula is what? Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So here cos inverse 1 by 2 will become 60. 60 is pi by 3. Here done. Now we will be writing here minus sin pi by 2. Sin pi by 2, sin 1 by 2 is pi by 6, 30 degree. So write minus pi by 6 plus pi minus pi by 3. Now you have to solve. For other students, I am writing step by step, because see here it is not visible, so I am going to write up. See here. That section was not visible, so I wrote there. Is it okay for you? Now look at it. So here it will become minus sine 1 by 2. So minus sine 1 by 2 when you are writing, it will become minus pi by, what will become here? Minus pi by 6. Okay. Then pi minus pi by 3. Now quickly we will go for cross multiplication. 3 minus pi by, so if you multiply this and this, you leave this minus pi by 6. For those students who are finding difficulty in writing steps, please slowly after solving, 3 will become 3 pi minus pi by 3. So when 3 pi minus pi by 3 is how much it will become? Minus pi by 6 plus 2 pi by 2. You multiply 2 up and 2 down. It will become minus pi plus 4 pi by 6. So how much will come? 3 pi by 6. So overall answer will come pi by 2. Understood? So overall answer is coming as pi by 2. Absolutely correct. Very good. Super. Super Prakash. The answer is exactly pi by 2. Step by step if we will do now, mistakes will not come. Okay. Now 1-2 questions are there which is very important question for both point of view. Okay. Test point of view means school test, class test will be there. Now. They'll not be bothered about more marks. Okay. That is the most important thing. See, other chapters are carrying more marks. Inverse trigonometry will mostly be thrown in MCQ questions or 1 or 2 marks question. Okay, some huge questions also we will do so that I will teach you the technique of solving step by step, step by step. Now, can we go for the next question, Rita? So now, when we are going for assertion reason, these are the most important part where students are losing marks. Come on, have a conclusion for these type of answers. Relation function. I'm starting from relation function. Yes, beta, this question is for board examination. Yes, for objectives also, subjectives also. I'm trying my level best to cover up the entire portion. Okay, you don't worry about that. So this is for everything. Short questions, long questions, all these things. Come on, are you ready? Assertion reason, beta. We'll go for assertion reason. Come on, get this answer and tell me the answer. This is assertion reason. The first one. First, what is assertion and reason? You need to first understand assertion reason. Hote kya? What is assertion reason? Assertion means one statement is told to you. What is reason? Reason is a back support of assertion. Okay. So reason is that statement which is going to support the assertion part. So if reason is supporting the assertion, then option A. But reason has to be correct. Assertion has to be correct. So first option is when reason is correct, assertion is correct, both are correct and reason is supporting assertion, means it is which option? A. When reason is correct, assertion is correct, but reason is not supporting assertion means option B. When reason is wrong, assertion is correct, option C. When assertion is false and reason is true, option D. So these are the 4 important points to be noted. Now we can write this first question is from relation chapter. This assertion part I have taken. Come on, go for it. First write because I will show you the next page. You can keep your statements there. That is not a problem. We are exactly learning now. So in learning, whatever mistakes and whatever things are there, just we have to take it positively. So no, don't mind about all this. Come on, go for it. A set A is equal to 1, 2, 3. A relation R defined as R is equal to 1, 1 and 2, 2 is reflexive. Is it? Do you think it is going to be reflexive? Come on, think nicely. Do you think it is going to be reflexive? Its last part is missing. I'll write the relation. Okay, I'll write the second part of it. Wait, I write the second part of it. The second part of the question is the definition of relation itself. The second part of the question, no beta. You have to check Prakash very nicely here. We need to understand this part, otherwise problem will come. Now check here. Reflexive relation. What is the meaning of reflexive relation? Reflexive relation is what type of relation? Reflexive relation in set A. First though, what is relation? Relation is a subset of Cartesian product of two sets. Understood? That means whatever element relations are having, these elements are coming from the Cartesian product of two sets. The sets can be same set as A cross A, or the set can be two different sets A and B. Understood? So that is the most important thing there. Now listen very carefully. So what is reflexive relation? One time you see Prakash, true you are saying, one time you just see. One very important term you are missing here. Everybody please check. For reflexive now, for relation to be reflexive, R must be a subset of A cross A, and for all, see, A comma A belongs to R, for all A belongs to. So here, whatever element, assertion is false. Now that's the correct one, civil engineer. Now look at it. Assertion is false. Why assertion is false and reason is true? Reason is the core definition of reflection. Understood? Because we know that, we know that if reflexive is there, if reflexive part is there, means A cross A must be there, and all the element for all. This is the danger code here. For all A belongs to A. For all A belongs to A means whatever element. Remember this part. Whatever element is present in set A, all element, me and myself, has to be there. Understood? Like if a set A is having, yes, if a set A is having three elements, if a set A is having how many elements? Three elements. That three elements are 1, 2, 3, then 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3, 3. All has to be present there. But here one big problem is there. The problem here is 1, 1 and 2, 2 is there, but A is having 3. So 3, comma 3 does not belong to R. So 3, comma 3 is missing. Yes, option B is correct. That's absolutely correct. That assertion is false and reason is true. Assertion is false and reason is true. That's the most important part. I guess you have understood this part. So this is option D. Okay. Half section is there. Come on, we'll go for the next question. Yeah, reflexive relation only. That's the easier one here. Solving from how many years? Come on. Now, assertion in a set A, B, C relation R in set A given by R is equal to AC is transitive. Okay. This question is yours. Very carefully solve this question. Assertion. Assertion, how assertion? If assertion is there means what should be? I have explained about transition. I have talked about transitive elements. Transitive, okay. I'll move so that you can see. Option A. The answer is absolutely correct. The answer is A only. Because you need to understand two things. Transitive relations is of two types. One relation when isolated sections are there, like 1, 2, and no element in compared to that is there. I have already explained in class, I have already explained in school, because it is isolated transitive. Absolutely correct, Shivarajini. It is an isolated transition, and this transitive element will not find its match. Because definition wise, what definition is saying here is, whenever we talk about transitive elements, we know one thing, if A comma B belongs to R, and B comma C belongs to R, then A comma C must belongs to R. This is one definition. This is one definition. Like A comma B belongs to R, B comma C belongs to R, then B you cancel. A comma C must belongs to R. That's the most important thing for transition. But this is one type of transitive element. Another type of transitive element comes when. Another type of transitive element is coming when we are talking about isolation. When the transitive element do not have any connectivity. Understood? A total lack of connection also gives transitive relation. Okay? Got it? So if somebody will write like this, A equal to 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3, 3. Someone tell me this part, is it transitive? Someone was inform me, is it going to be transitive? Is it going to be transitive? Come on, say the answer. Is it going to be transitive? It is going to be transitive because there is no connectivity. 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1. What is this? Transitive. Then 2 to it is exactly called as equivalence relation. Why it is called as equivalence relation? Because it is reflexive also, symmetric also, and transitive also. All the three situations are well satisfied here. So it is exactly equivalence relation. It is what type relation? Equivalence relation. Okay. Now we will go for option. Okay. Go for this. A singleton relation is transitive. That's the definition of it. So no doubt about it. Answer option will be A only. Go for this question, question number 3. I'm not here for some seconds. You see the question. Shall we start now? Biology? Come on, go for it. Yeah, just say what is the answer here. The question exactly was given set A is equal to 1 to 9 is there. A relation R in a set A cross A defined by ABCD, AD plus BC was. This is exactly the most easiest question. In relation chapter, we already know the strict and fits. We have solved this question for 5 months. So we need not to solve this question also. The thing here is directly this question is going for equivalence relation. If a relation is equivalence, then only it's what you call equivalence class can be found. Okay. Yes. Sahib, answer is correct only with that. Actually, the answer option is A only. Okay. XY that is the equivalence class will be found. And this is a nice good definition. Equivalence class is possible when it is an equivalence relation. So that content is absolutely correct. Okay. Understood? So we are going to keep the session till here. After some time, again, I am going to start the session for another class. Okay, children? Now, again, after some time, I am going to start revision for relation and function. Relation and function, after 10th class, I am going to start revision. Okay? So tomorrow exam is there. Get well prepared with examination. Bye, everyone. 10th, I am going to start soon.